Aloha, everybody. Alan Nagao from Honolulu, Hawaii. I just want to thank Popsin and all of the Thailand group for inviting me today. I'm very excited speaking to you from Milan, Italy, actually, today.
Wow.
It's amazing that we can do the business anywhere we are. And today I am actually in a motor coach RV, and we will do this meeting like this. I am originally from Honolulu, Hawaii, so my background is Hawaii today, okay?
Oh.
So I'm going to start my PowerPoint. Give me a second.
Okay.
Well, as I had said, I am originally from Honolulu, Hawaii, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of my history, where I come from. I come from very humble beginnings, being born with a handicap. This was caused by drugs given to me, given to my mom for morning sickness. This left me without some fingers, but also without my right leg and a very short stump. So I had to wear a helmet every day to school, and I actually hated this helmet because I wanted to be like everybody else. I remember my first day of elementary school. As I walked into the campus, all the kids ran away from me. "You're a monster, you're a robot." And 4 girls sitting next to me were crying because they were afraid of me. My memory of elementary school was every day crying, not wanting to go to school. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. But I believe that God take away something, give you something. And for me, that was the smile on my face. Almost no matter what happened, I had this smile. And I think this is one of my secrets to success, really. Can be as simple as smile every day. So I represented the Easter Seals, which is for crippled children, and traveled all the way to meet the President of the United States and represented to fundraise for crippled children around the United States. When I was in high school, I learned how to surf, and I found out I love to surf because I could not run, but once I was in the water, I could swim as fast as anyone else. The difficulty was always getting in the water. As I hopped down the beach, people would stare at me, and I hated that feeling. But I had to decide, was I going to do what I love to do, or was I going to let what other people think and do control what I love to do? And I tell you this story because if you really decide to go to the top, to be really at the very top of the compensation and the things we do, go after your dreams, you probably will have to do something even other people may criticize you. And you will have to decide whether or not your dreams are big enough for you to do whatever it takes. And today, part of my topic is about how to have that kind of desire for your dreams. I started taking personal development training, and I started to learn about this concept. To think is to create. That means you have a very big power in your mind. And I started to realize I need to reprogram my mind. So I made a list of positive affirmations, things that I was not at the time. These were not true for me at the time, like I am confident, I am strong, I'm a powerful leader. Was not true at all for me. I didn't have a feeling of a great value for myself at the time, being handicapped and not really doing that well in school. But I started to make audio tapes and play it all night in my ear. And I was looking for a mentor. And they say when you're ready, your teacher will appear. And my mentor, Joseph Green, born in 1897, he was 88 years old when I met him in my early 20s. And he was taught directly by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill wrote the most famous book on personal development called Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read that book, please get a copy and read it thoroughly. And today, I'm going to be talking about this concept. All achievements and all earned riches have their beginning in an idea. That thoughts are actually things. And so one of the first goals, my mentor said, "What is your first goal? What kind of car do you want?" And I told him, this car, the Lincoln Continental. "How would you care for this car?" I say, "I wash it every week. I'd, polish the rims and clean the inside. What kind of gas would you fill it with? I said, I would fill it with premium gas. And he started to teach me the idea of visualizing your success. Not only to see, but to hear, smell, taste, and touch what you want. And I started this process to clean my old Ford car. I was polishing the rust and there was holes all over the roof. Some of the rims had caps and some of them didn't even have caps. It was just a black rim and I was polishing it with chrome cleaner. And there is a spray you can spray in an old car to make it smell new. I had 3 cans and just sprayed everything. And you might say I was crazy, but every time I would roll down my windows, which was manual, on the old Ford, but I would pretend and push the button like a power window, like a Lincoln, and then I would go rolling down. And I remember going to the gas station, putting down my window, and the gas attendant tell me, can I help you? And I say, yes. Fill up my Lincoln with premium. And he looked at my old car and he's like, you want to fill this car with premium? And 4 months later, I was driving my Lincoln. I tell you this story because sometimes people might think you're crazy if you really follow the instructions I'm going to give you today. But I know that we have a magic genie inside of us. And maybe you heard the story of Aladdin, polish the lamp and a big blue genie appear. And what does the genie say? Your wish is my command. And we often wish for things like, I want to be a team elite. I want to be rich. I want different things. But then the next second we say things like, but I don't know how, or I don't work hard enough, or I don't have enough time. And we undo the wish. And we actually say many negative things to ourselves. The secret is only to see everything with a single mind. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So you must start to see your success before you succeed. Visualize the perfect end result. To dream about where you want, what you want. Success is never an accident. It's a deliberate creation that first happens in our mind. What is not as important. Well, I'll put it this way. What isn't is more important than what is. It means most people live a life where they're looking at their life every day. This is what is. This is what is. This is what is. This is my relationship. This is my money. This is what is. And they have more of what is every day. It continues like a cycle, a negative cycle. What the objective is to blind yourself a little of what is so you can start seeing what isn't. And this is what my mentor taught us how to do. Focused mind power is one of the strongest forces on earth. So I'm going to give you some examples in my life. This is my shop, my first business. When I was 19, I opened a kite store. And this shop was selling about $80 a day. I was losing money every day. My mentor told me, set a goal you don't think you can achieve, a big goal, a crazy goal. I set a goal to sell $2,000 a day, which seemed like an impossible idea. I accomplished $2,000 a day in less than 2 years. When you close the door in your mind to negative thoughts, the door of opportunity opens to you. So my next goal, my mentor would always say, as soon as you achieve one goal, set your next goal. I hope some of you are taking notes because these are very important points. To my mentor, I want to travel around the world, but I had no idea how I was going to accomplish that. It's very expensive traveling from Hawaii everywhere. Well, I became a professional kite flyer. I never heard of a professional kite flyer before, but I became a professional, and people paid me to fly kites all around the world. So you don't need to know how you're going to accomplish your goal. You set your goal and see the clear objective, and then magic starts to occur. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Set a goal with a date to accomplish it. My next goal was to build a beautiful home overlooking the ocean, and this is actually a piece of property that I found in my favorite part of my island, where I fish, where I surf, and where I fly my kites. And I started to build my home myself. And it's amazing, with very little money, I was able to build a multi-million-dollar home. And many of the materials came into my home for free, like all the insulation was free, the marble on the floors, $1 a square feet. It was incredible. Leftovers from hotel construction, military construction, and it was literally given to me. So how does this magic work? What makes it happen? Today, I'm going to give you the 3 most powerful secrets my mentor taught me. And this is my completed home. And I can see whales from my kitchen. But then I had to pay for my home. And I remember my first mortgage payment. I took 2 paychecks. I took all my savings out of the bank, and I made 1 payment. And I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to do this for 30 years. But sometimes your most difficult moments become your biggest opportunities. And I said, okay, I need to think, how would my teacher do this? And I set a goal to pay off my home complete, multi-million-dollar home, pay it off complete in less than 2 years. Well, I was praying my magic genie will hear my command. And I started the process. And I did it with yo-yos. So I created a system with yo-yos like karate. Kids practice 10 tricks, they become white belt. 10 more tricks, yellow belt, green belt, but eventually they become black belt. The kids lined up around the block waiting to be tested, and that caused a lot of interest. And as they practiced each level, they would go play in every school, every bus stop, every dead-end street, and it set off a fire. And I had a lot of difficulties, but I decided to bring this idea to Japan. A businessman in Japan said, we don't buy toys from America. We sell toys to America. And over and over and over, I heard this, but I kept on doing business presentation after business presentation. And failure cannot cope with persistence. My goal was to sell 1 million yo-yos in Japan. I made $1 per yo-yo commission. My first year, I did not sell 1 million yo-yos. 10.5 million yo-yos in Japan. 30 million yo-yos globally in 3 years. So continue to set goals and dreams every day. One of my goals this year is to have Zoom events of 1,000 people. I hope in Thailand, let's go. To do Vitameals, 100,000 bags of Vitameals. I'm hoping for a really big moment in Vietnam. It's coming, yeah. And to have a vision, I mean, one of my visions is to do something great for Hawaii and be the governor in Hawaii.
No.
So color your dreams. Start to dream big dreams. And so I'm just going to share, if you have no goals, you will get nowhere. But if you have too many goals, you get confused and you become like a spaghetti brain. So the number 2 thinker focuses, but not on the goal, on the problems. And eventually they become the problem. There's only one kind of thinking that gets you what you want. Single-minded, focused on your goal. And then you have an energy when you can see your dream. And this is the key point I want to make today. How did my mentor teach me how to do this? Definite chief aim in life statement by Napoleon Hill. So this is Bruce Lee's statement, but many top athletes, many top leaders have this kind of strategy or success idea. So we teach our team how to write this statement. Write a goal 1 year from now. Write the amount of money you want to make. Write down what you need to do to make that money. In other words, it's not enough just to dream. You have to take actions. And how you need to be, meaning like confident, strong, powerful. Some people already have that, but they need to be more patient, soft, gentle, loving. And write a goal for yourself. So when you're earning that level of money, what are you going to do for you? What are you going to do for your family? And what are you going to do for the world? And thank you, God, for His Son. It's just to know that you will have help along the way. And Napoleon Hill has a self-confidence formula. And so you can use these two main ideas to really build the strength of what I want, and I believe I can do it. Patience, persistence, and perspiration makes an unbeatable combination for success. Dream so big they call you crazy. So we've been doing, the last step is to give. This is the last key to success. We've been really, to give you some examples, I have taught this to my team. Steve Wong, he become, a Circle of Excellence too, and Patty Acosta. She has like the majority of Latin America. This team got like 32 new team elites last year. So we are growing like crazy right now. I mean, just using this philosophy, you can have what you want. And all of the front row is more than Circle of Excellence 1, and this is my Vietnamese team growing. So why do you want to have this success? Well, one of the reasons, so you can teach it to the people you care about the most. And this is my son, Evan. He became the world champion for yo-yos by using that statement that I taught. You can see him on Netflix under We Are the Champion, yo-yo. Yeah. But then he said, I want to do music. And I was like, to tell you the truth, I never heard him sing. So I said, can you sing? But he wrote down his goals. He say it out loud every day to himself. 3 years he has his own album. Yeah, he has his own album, and he's really growing. So what I'm saying is, having success is just these three main things, and do it over and over. So write down your goals and say it to yourself every day. Number 2, make sure you have a self-confidence formula and a routine that will give you that habit. And give to others. And so here's a little excerpt from my son. He is singing. He's singing in this episode.
Everybody think they wanna be me, but they never wanna put the work. It ain't easy. If I wanna get a better brand, I make it easy. But it may be better if I make another EV. Put a bigger reminiscence than what I have. Put it all together, make the ultimate tool for one last stand. God damn, I'm pretty much done. Here's one for the fans. Time to move on, cause I got bigger plans. I'ma do my dance. All I wanna ask, cheers for my last stand. Everybody think I wanna get it for my name, but it isn't that. They don't get the game. Grab my grenade, then I'ma go out with the band.
Wow. So he is the one who is playing yo-yo and as well as the one who sang and make the song as well.
Yes. So do it for yourself and then teach it to the people you love the most. And using this is how we have changed our markets in the US, South America, and we have attracted so many young distributors because they want a better life. They want to know how to have success. So we give them the mentorship and the experience, and they are growing. But I want to finish with one last idea. And this is a song that I teach my teams. And I want you to do it in English. So if you are sitting at home watching this Zoom, I want you to, I know your friends may think you're crazy, your family might think you're crazy, but I want you to sing with me this song. This is a song about giving yourself credit every day for doing a good job. Don't criticize yourself. Love yourself. So I'm going to sing it, and I just want you to follow along with me. Repeat after me song. Yeah, this is a repeat after me song.
Okay.
I love myself so much.
I love myself so much
That I can love you so much.
that I can love you so much
That you could love you so much.
that you could love you so much
That you can start loving me.
that you could start loving me.
So we're going to do it all together 2 times. I want everybody out there singing with me today. And in English, 1, 2, 3. I love myself so much that I can love you so much. That you can love you so much. That you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much. That you can love you so much. That you can start loving me. So I just want to congratulate all of you there in Thailand for, your efforts and your great, work. And this year will be the best year ever for all of us. So let's really make this year happen. Aloha.
Aloha.